What's up, y'all? It's Rich again, coming back to you after that first video, and I want to say thanks for the support, the questions, a lot of the positive feedback. Most of the questions that came back to me were about the conviction and the foundation of the dance. So I'd like to talk about that foundation and conviction, and also passion. I want to talk about this foundation and actually where the dance comes from. The dance originated in the early 70s from history that I've heard from other people, things that I've read, and talking to Don Campbell himself. Don made it very clear that back in the day he wasn't a great dancer and that he used to watch people doing all these soul dances, which he turned out to be a very great dancer. From these soul dances and watching it, he started to imitate it. And what happened was when he was imitating this dance, he started doing his own interpretation of it. And with that interpretation, he started making up his own moves. The first move that I think people really started to notice was the actual lock. Don started doing some dances and then he would stop. And people go, Don, what's that? What's that? Do that lock again, do that lock again. And from that move, he started doing other moves, which then created a whole dance, which he called Campbell locking. Soul dances were very popular in the 70s, and it was Campbell locking that was created from these soul dances. So 100% Campbell locking is a soul dance. Because Don was creating moves and incorporating all these dances together, people started to take notice. Don was doing this in the club scene. Don was going out in the streets doing it. Again, it was very powerful in the street culture. So when Don started doing it at the clubs, people started to notice because Don didn't dance like everybody else. He danced with power. He started dancing with this new dance with passion. And people saw that and really took to it and started to imitate it. So then Don started to enter dance contests and started winning. And then Don started going all over the place, entering dance contests and winning. And people were like, what is this dance? And again, he called it Campbell locking. Don was still going out to the clubs, competing in the dance contests and winning. The dance started to show up in all different places. People started imitating him everywhere. What happened was two guys on Soul Train were Campbell locking, and Don Cornelius saw them and said, hey, wait a minute, what is that dance you're doing? And they said, there's this guy named Don Campbell, and he hangs out at Maverick Flats doing this Campbell locking dance. So Don Cornelius then went out, and I don't know how he got Don, but Don was then put onto the show with some of his friends, and through him dancing on this show, everybody started to imitate it. And it started to grow and grow. It was a dance that not many people were doing, and it was so powerful. These guys were jumping off things and landing in splits and landing in knee drops and diving in the air and pointing at people and clapping hard. They were coming down the Soul Train line, just so powerful. You could not deny not seeing them. Everybody was just like, whoa, what is that? And again, everybody started to imitate it. Everybody started doing the soul dance of Campbell locking. There's one more thing I want to say. Much respect to Don. He deserves the utmost respect, not only from me, but everybody out there. I appreciate the information you've given me and continue to give me. Peace.